Alright, so what is going on, everyone? My name is Ace. Welcome back here to another special video on Arknights. So today we're back here for another special video. I've come back to remake this video, change a bunch of stuff, make it more accurate, I guess, give my own full opinion about it, and what you probably should use if you want to go meta base. So, exactly, this is an update video to my old tier list video for CEOBE'S FUNGIMIST event, or the roguelike event, that we're getting tomorrow, actually. Yes, we're getting it tomorrow. Exactly, I'd say 26 hours from now, or 25 hours and like 53 minutes, something like that. But, yeah, we're getting it pretty soon, and I decided to make it like an update to that tier list video that I made. Before we hop in, this isn't, let's say, the tier list or the best tier list, I'd say. This is basically on my opinion and what I think you should use if you really want to make your time way easier. But it's not like if there's an operator missing here, or let's say if you really want to use Jessica but you got way better options over here, you can't use Jessica, you can use whatever operators you use, because this new event that's coming, it's actually way easier than Contingency Contract, and it's probably one of the most fun events in the game. I suggest that all of you don't take this way too stressfully or something like that. I just like try and have fun. It's like the first or the most important thing. Let's try to have fun. Bring your favorite operators. You can, I don't know, you can even bring Ark in here. It's gonna be way more like harder because it's gonna be bringing Ark. But like if you really like him, it's gonna be way more fun trying to beat the event with him. It's like an achievement or something. So yeah, you can just try a bunch of stuff with the event. I still haven't recorded the video like talking about everything we're getting for integrated strategies and what you should know about it. But I'll be doing that soon. I just thought, since I had the tier list ready for my last video, I thought I'd just update it a bit, ask a bunch of my friends about it, and their opinions and thoughts, and like, what can I change? So yeah, we're gonna be hopping in. Before we actually hop in, one last thing, we're about to hit 300 subscribers, and it would be really great if you guys could help me out and like and subscribe. You know, we're really close. It would be amazing. I'll keep making content like this. So like, don't expect me to just change content. Like, I'll be here as an Arknights YouTuber, so yeah. But yeah, let's hop in. So here's the tier list thing. Everything that's not included here, I felt like it's basically worse than these operators on the tier list. Obviously, it's not like I didn't have an opinion or anything like that about them. Just that some of these are unreleased yet, like the part from here to Bumshine. So like, they're unreleased yet, so I can have a full opinion about them yet, because like they're useless for now. So yeah. But anyways, we're gonna be hopping in, and I'm gonna be mostly talking about the top tier and fantastic tier, because the great tier, I think like it's pretty obvious, and then like it'll become obvious with time as I explain these guys. And then there's Deep Color, one I want to talk about, and maybe a bunch of these guys at the good tier, which I had just a bunch of debates and probably like a bunch of misunderstandings. So yeah, we're getting started with top tier. Thorns is like, you can never go wrong with him. Is very, 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 very good. Almost in every event. That's what probably makes him that's what makes him one of the best operators in the game, because he's viable in almost everything. Don't yeah, he's just that good. He's just that built different. Skill 7 is incredibly good. What you want to prioritize are the operators that don't have like a long range, I don't know, duration of their skills SP cost. So that's what I'm trying to say, that they don't have a lot of SP cost in their skills. So, and Thorns does basically that. He's a 15 cost skill that when you activate it for the second time, it's permanent. And it's way better. And then there's this passive talent, which is Thorns has not actively attacked for 2 seconds, record 3.5% HP max every second, which is really good. Okay, that self-healing, him healing himself like that, is really, really good. I don't think y'all have him over it. It's not much of a change, but it's way fast healing. But yeah, that's about it for Thorns. I don't know if you want to use skill 2. It's your choice, honestly, but I'd rather go with skill 3, which is like 100 times better. So yeah. Next, Afiala. Afiala, though, even though I said that you probably need skills with not a lot of skill costs or SP costs, AVL is kind of different, you know, because she will be pretty useful on those last stages where you are going to be facing one of those 6-7 bosses there are, right? So she's going to be very useful for many stuff, so that's what still makes her to this day one of the best operators in the game. She has like caster support, which I don't think you're going to be using, but like you're going to be getting this random SP. Talents don't matter that much, to be honest. But this, okay, this over here, probably gonna have its potential Mastery 3. So yeah, gonna have this, yeah, Mastery 3. Next attack is deal 370% magical damage, nearby target, receiving half the damage. 25 minus 25 magic resistance, main target, 6 seconds, 3 charges, and 5 SP costs. Recharges, and she's really good for almost all of the stages. No, all of the stages. She's really good for all of the stages. And then you have Volcano, which might have a lot of SP costs, but it will be useful. Just annihilate every boss that you probably be fighting. Like, you know how powerful Volcano is. And probably going to be using it, just put her down, wait for Volcano, use it on the boss, that's all. You're done. So that's what makes her really good. And she's been good for a long while. Saria, why is Saria top tier, you might ask? Well, that's a pretty obvious thing that I didn't say in my last video. And that's because you don't really need to use a lot of manis over here. So you would be relying on a defender that's really good, but also someone could really, like, you can rely on healing. And who's that? It's the girl herself, Saria. Saria will be healing everything around her. Skill 2, I'd recommend more. It varies what you prefer to use, honestly, but she'll be healing way more. I don't know about skill 3, to be honest, but like it can be useful, but I recommend a lot more, skill 2 and skill 1. So yeah. Okay, so that's about Saria. Then if we hop into the next operators, I want to talk about these 3 all at the same time. They're summoners. Basically, why are summoners so important on this event? Well, you gotta really, they're gonna be very useful. Actually, I'm gonna start with Magellan because they're very useful for stalling and using their summons. Basically, I'd say the most useful one on this event would be Magellan and Scene over here, and probably the one you should max out if you haven't maxed out one already. Like, if you have no idea who should max out, Scene, because I'm pretty sure most of you should have picked up Scene. If you've been playing for a while, if you didn't just start recently and probably don't have anything, really should have done your daily stages and stuff. Like, she shouldn't have gotten lazy, okay? But like, I have to say, like, her skill 2, no wait, there's the skill 3, her skill 2 for Magellan are also really good, but I prefer Scene a lot more, honestly, even though Magellan is like waifu for me. Scene is like, her cameras are insanely broken, honestly. Got a camouflage over here, which you might use, but it won't be that useful by not having it to skill 2, which is overloaded panoramic photography. You get this all camera drones boosted, you get a bonus camera drone, more attack and defense. They're all stunned after their skill hands. Like, that skill is 20 seconds. And guess how much the SP cost is? 30, with an initial SP of 15. So I don't know, man. I'd say she's really good, and she should not be ignored due to how broken her cameras are. For a free-to-play operator, she's definitely one of the best operators in the game, undoubtedly. Honestly, yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I don't even take it back. It's one of the hot takes that I've made recently. Most of the time, those end up being very stupid. But this is the one. Then Mayor is also really good. But like, if you don't, they're both 5 stars, and Scene's like free to play. So if you already have one of these built up, keep using them. One of these 3 that I talked about, go ahead. But like, if you really want to build up something that's worth, I say Scene and Magellan. Scene mostly, because yeah, Scene mostly, you can be finding a lot more usefulness with Scene later on. And then Magellan, and then Mayor, and then Deep Color if you really want to. If you really like her, okay? like, Mayor's one is like these dogs explode. You mostly want to do a lot more damage to them. Like the explosion does a lot more damage, but like, you get my point. You actually want to like delay them and do damage at the same time. While the dogs explode, just blow up. He's more there to like support them. So yeah. And then there's the big stun. So yeah, that's also good. So yeah, that was for the 3 over here. Now we're gonna be talking about these 3. You might be thinking, who are these? Or these, and also over here, this one over here, are exclusives. Well, these 4, of course, are exclusive to integrated strategies. They are exclusive operators you can use only in this event. They're the 5-star versions. Are they free? I can't remember right now, but they're very good. Actually, they're very useful. And I actually really want to get these guys to the actual game. Don't need to make a summon banner for them, because I don't think they would come up with a story for these 8. But you can make like a grindable event. That's like a permanent event, I guess. And you can just grind like Saturdays and Sundays. You can have 2 of these and 2 of these on Saturdays, and put like materials, making grind materials from them. Put up a materials shop with like those tokens and coins. Like, you don't have to refill it every once in a while. Just get these units in there, get all the tokens in there, get a bunch of other materials, and then people can farm it on their free time and something like that whenever they want, because the event was going to be there forever. Like, why make them go to waste? They're not that bad, and I really like their designs too. So we can be start talking about them. So we got Sharp over here. Sharp is this Balantha on drugs. And actual drugs, yes, he's that good. He's just the 5-star version of Balantha, and a little better. Then we got Pith. You're Pith, right? I can't remember your name. Let's move on to Sharpshooter, actually. Sharpshooter over here. This guy, he's a sniper. He's a mixed version of Great Throat and Blue Poison, which we'll be getting into these operators pretty soon. Why is Sharpshooter over Blue Poison, you might ask? Well, because pretty sure he's free. So yeah, if you haven't already, you can use it. But Blue Poison is your waifu user, honestly. Like, I don't see anything wrong. I have my Blue Poison built up, so I'm going to use her. And yeah, I don't really want to use these guys. Like, I want to use Sharpshooter over Blue Poison, to be honest. It's just my opinion. But he's really, really good. So yeah. Then we're gonna move on to, this is the caster, and this is the medic, but I cannot remember the name for now. This medic is really, really, really similar to Ansel, but it's just an upgraded version to him. Ansel over here. Reason why is because he also gives 3 SP cost to everyone that he heals. So when he heals an operator, he also gives them 3 SP cost, which is good, honestly. It's good. Should not be underrated, definitely. And then we got Why Are You Here? Because these are the 5 stars, by the way, if I forgot to clarify that. Why are you here? Why you should be here? Well, it's an AoE caster. This one's an AoE caster. And you know how the deal is with AoE casters. They're all like the most underwhelming class of operators, I guess. Yeah, I'd say they're most underrated. Underrated, but also underwhelming. Like, we need a buff to them. Definitely. So yeah, we're gonna be moving on to the fantastic tier right now. Wow, okay. Exisai. I don't know why I said Schwartz. I've been using Schwartz all the time. So yeah, Exisai, Shield Silver Ash. I don't even need to start explaining. It's pretty damn obvious why they're here. Why she's Silver Ash not here? Well, that's because of his 3rd skill. You might be on his 3rd skill is amazing, yeah, but it's the huge SP cost that he has in his 3rd skill, and like removing him the field, retreating him, and redeploying, it was gonna cost you a lot of DP, which puts him in fantastic tiers and not top tier. But it's honestly the same. If you want to use him, there's nothing negative. You just gotta find some other ways. W, pretty obvious. She's really good. She has both for skill 2 and skill 3 are really good. Low SP cost, pretty useful. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with her. Angelina, levels are broken and cannot be talked about. Same about Suzerain. Oh, Onyx's now. Onyx is kind of underrated, but for this one, I say she'd be really good. Really good. And I'm kind of going to pull for her, because she's thick, snake waifu, and you kind of I want to use her mecha robot thing, Evangelion stuff, or Gurren Lagann. and just put her on the field and be done with it. So yeah, both for skill 2 and skill 3 are really useful for this. I'd say skill 3 is a little better because, you know, giant mecha robot crushes you to death. But yeah, and both skills don't have a huge SP cost, to be honest. It's a decently good one. Project Red, really good, obvious reasons. Or faster deployment, their skills are also really good. Elysium, really good, skill 2 is amazing, fast DP generation, don't see anything wrong. Lapland, pretty obvious. Blue Poison, pretty obvious. Damage, good sniper, poison helps a lot, yeah. It's about Texas. Wow, I use you. Spectre, I use her all the time, I forget her name, I'm bad with names. Morpherin, and Telopsis. I'm going to talk about this. I said in the beginning of the video that you don't really need healers, or medics, not healers, medics. You don't really need medics in here because the kind of event, if you have your operators well built enough, medic defender is going to be enough, honestly. So why do I have these two here? Well, Morpherin, skill 2, is actually pretty good. We all know that. A bonus attack would never hurt during the last stages, and having that heal too, pretty good. And then Telopsis, obviously her talent is actually insane. So yeah, what do you know? They're actually really good for this, and that's why I've really included every other medic, except like 3-star and 5-star ones. Yeah, but yeah, I talked about you already. Cutter. Oh wait, I skipped you too. Jay. We know he's insane. That's all. May. Why is May over here? Kind of forgot about May. But yeah. Kind of forgot to talk about her. But May's skill 2 is actually really good for this event. I doubt you have it Mastery 3. But you should have her build up like E1 maximum level. Okay? Or even if you knew about her being good, you should have her E2. Probably want to know why she's good. But yeah, slightly increased attack interval plus 50%, attack plus 90%. Attack slow the target for 0.9 seconds. 30% to stun them for 1 second. Get it to Mastery 3 if you have her there. Slow target for 1 second, 30% chance to stun them for 1.2 seconds. SP cost is 20 over here. Skill 3 is 24, not much of a difference. But like, fast skill, you can get it pretty fast. Like, I'd say the skill is pretty good itself. Slowing and stunning chance, if you're pretty lucky, you get a lot of those stunts. So yeah, she's really good. Jay to talk about, so yeah, we can move on here. Cutter, really good option. We've heard of her a lot. If you don't know what she does, let me explain right here. Skill 2. So yeah, also she has this talent, it's really good, but it's heavily reliable on like this RNG over here, 23%. So yeah, it's basically a nuke. It's basically like Chen's nuke, like way better range, all around size. So yeah, deal 38% damage up to 6 nearby enemies. Attack scaling is double when attack 5 enemies. So rip that Walmart most like Frost Nova over there. Walmart Frost Nova won't stand a chance against her. Just saying. So yeah, next Gravel, pretty obvious reasons. Faster deployable option, tanks more damage. Madenko, pretty obvious reason. Like her skill 2 is really good. Slowing enemies is pretty easy. That damage, boy. If you really want a support that slows down enemies, Madenko. If you don't have Angelina, then it goes to the right option. These two are these two here. Good starting options, and both of them are good starting options. While like Scavenger can be a little underrated, she does some good damage. She can't tank. Cannot tank a lot. But the reason why they're here is because of their DP generation. Like, you might break Myrtle and Elysium, but they serve more of a useful thing. Well, they have this, because they can also do something else at the side, while also attacking and defending, while Myrtle and Elysium, like, Myrtle at least, because Elysium skill 2 is going to be really useful. But Myrtle is going to be generation DP. If you want to go for, like, super fast DP generation, you probably have these two at Mastery 3. Their skills at Mastery 3, Elysium and Myrtle, by the way. And so you might be using them and just drop your really good operators right away. But you can also go with these and still make a lot of DP out of them. So yeah. Click Click's really good. Click's underrated because Click is a 4-star single target caster, and everyone has that really good single target caster, which is called AFEL and KOB. But Click with her second skill is actually really good. Gets a little underrated, but has that float unit, doing a lot of attack damage. Stunning is really good also, which, like, it's, like, you can get it every time skill, because the skill is, like, woof boy, woof, takes a bit, but it's not that bad, like, 45 SP cost is good. Float unit, you can get it every time you activate the skill, if you have it at Mastery 3, which I doubt, because it's a 4-star, but unless she's, like, your favorite, so, yeah, but, yeah. That's about it. Click's really good. Don't underestimate her. She does a lot of damage and gets some bosses. I'm gonna start with 3 stars over here. 3 stars, which are really good for early game. I've been telling people this since we got announced this event, or it wasn't the files. Max out your 3 stars. Your 3 stars are gonna be incredibly good for this event. They're gonna be a good starting option. You should definitely use them. If you haven't maxed out everyone yet, max these 6 out. Okay, these 6, really good. Why Hansel over here Hibiscus? Because Hansel's skill, bonus range, heals 2 allies at the same time. Why Cardigan? Well, because Cardigan. Actually, I don't know why I have bumped you up here. You're actually really good too. But why Cardigan and this, like, why haven't we used these 2 Vanguards? Because they don't generate as much DP as these 2 and these guys. That's all. Okay, so yeah. Poppy cars over here. Milan is also good, but like you have Sharp, so which puts her like a little more useless than him, not useless. So yeah. Then, as I said, that's mostly it for a fantastic tier. But Knight's really good. Don't hesitate on him. We're gonna be talking about some specific operators. Deep Color. Why is Deep Color here when every summoner is up here? Because their summons are recyclable. That's all. Her summons are recyclable, which means if you lose them, they're gone. And I know some of you might say, oh no, she's still really good, which is why she's in the great tier. Just because she's in the great tier doesn't mean she's bad. Okay? She's still great. But like, if you have all these 4, or if you have Scene and Deep Color, I'd say Scene is like a way better option to build up other than like Deep Color. So yeah. Like, if you have, I doubt you don't have Scene, because Scene was just around, okay? Literally the last event. So, and I don't think, if you haven't been playing, like, if you just started the game, I don't think you can take the event on yet, so yeah. But, yeah, that's about it. Then, talk about these 3 stars too. These are the free-to-play 3 stars that are exclusive for the event. Don't use these, because they're just worse 3 stars. They're literal 2 stars, but with a massive 3 star. That's all. Reason why? Because they have no skills. They're just there to do stuff. They have no skills. Then you got over here, got Otage. Why is Otage down over? Good. Just good. Because she might do a lot of damage. But, we're deploying her and deploying her again multiple times to defeat bosses and stuff. It's gonna cost you a lot of DP. Which means you cannot take one of these, and you have to be forced to take both of these. So yeah, and just keep that DP rolling, just not run out of DP. So yeah, I think there's nothing else to talk about. These are the operators I want to talk about the most. Zima, pretty obvious why I have her here, because like this Texas one is a little faster, because Zima's one, it's like that support thing, and she only acts way better with Vanguards around her. While Texas does damage at the same time. She does damage, but that Texas single skill is pretty damn good. Jessica, she can be good if you utilize around her, if you mess around with her, she can be really good. But after that, I don't really like Jessica myself. It might be a little bit opinion based, but like Blue Poison, I'd rather use all the time. And you have Cross over here, it's pretty basically free. So you're gonna be, I'd say, like, you're gonna be moving from your 3 stars to like your 5 stars and 6 stars. Don't stop in your 4 star really, unless it's J, May, or some of these like Cutter, Gravel, Myrtle, like maybe Scavenger, if you really want to use her, or over here. So yeah, I'm gonna be moving straight to them. Shirayuki, AoE Sniper, pretty obvious. W over here is way better, but she's good. And you got over here, Ethan. Ethan's really good, as it's mostly of a support, since he's a specialist and be there for like supporting and stuff, you know. So yeah, that's about it. I don't want to make this video too long. I think it's been long enough already, like 25 minutes or something. So I'm gonna be getting into recording this. Hopefully it doesn't get too much hate because it is a tier list video after all. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you kept up until the end of the video, we're really close to 200 subs, and I said in the beginning I have some very special stuff prepared for all of you who stayed till the end of the video will know this. Probably do some summons on the banner that drops tomorrow, do a live stream even when the banner drops, and we can do the summons on the live stream. I upload them as a meme separate video or something like that, of me raging, probably getting shafted or something like that, trying the event for the first time over in global, see how it goes. So yeah, that said, I'm gonna be closing off here. I'll see you guys next time. Like, subscribe again, 300 subs, really close to goal. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.